I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's with my best friends. Turned all my L's into lessons. You see the whip pulling up, it's like skirt. Dreams pulling up, I'm like
Yo. This is the Culture Cure, and I'm your man's J Legs. I want to welcome you all to Wayne Radio. This is a new podcast show that's being brought to here, and we're on location here at Wayne State, so I just want to give big ups to everybody, you know what I'm saying, for allowing me to do this. The purpose of this show is pretty much it's a new platform to highlight the positivity that's going on in the city. We have a lot of situations going on where on the news and crime in Detroit and things of that nature, where it's always just a lot of negative. So one of the things that's good about us being on location here at Wayne State is that it's a lot of positivity going on. And I got a couple of special guests in the building today that's going to talk about a lot of stuff going on here on campus. Let's go ahead and introduce everybody. Yeah, say your name. Somebody get the...
I'm Alexis.
Okay, Alexis. Alexis, what's your year here?
I'm a freshman.
Okay, freshman. All right, cool. Next.
I'm Kendra. I'm a freshman.
All right, Kendra, freshman. Okay.
Hey everybody, I'm Sierra. I'm a senior here.
Okay, Sierra, I see some letters though. What them letters read?
I'm also representing the Mighty Tall Deltas.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. All right, who else we got in the building?
I'm Alexis. My name is Alexis, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay, Alexis, nice to meet you.
My name is Demarius Brown. I'm a junior.
Okay, all right, Demarius.
My name is Jalen Moore, member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Gamma Iota Chapter.
Blue, Phi?
You? Nope.
All right, okay. Who else we got in the building? I see somebody else over there. Are you being shy? You can't be in the room and can't talk.
I'm Starlight. I'm a freshman.
Okay, all right. How you doing, Starlight? You said Starlight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so back to like I was saying, like the purpose and the platform of this show is just to showcase a lot of the positivity. This is the show where you're gonna find all the positive interviews. We're going to talk about the businesses that are up and coming in the area, things of that nature. We're also going to talk about, entrepreneurship and a lot of stuff that's going on in the city, around the city, and of the city. So I know you all got handles and stuff, so we'll get to that towards the end. I'm sure y'all want some people to follow y'all, right? Oh, okay. Look at that. Cool. All right, so let's talk about what's going on campus. So we got some freshmen, some sophomores, some juniors, and y'all been in school for about a month now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the freshmen, how was college life? How was it? Was it all that you thought? Is it boring? Do you want to go back home? Like, I mean, I see a lot of faces though, but I mean, what's going on? Somebody gonna talk? No? Yes? Maybe?
Starting college, it's a good experience. It's everything that I thought it would be, with the freedom, the responsibility, the new environment, meeting new people. I do not want to go back home, so that's a good feeling.
Why don't you want to go back home?
Because
you
I
grown
like my
now?
freedom.
You grown?
That was just words.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. What about you?
College life is okay. I mean, nothing much has really changed for me because I was kind of like on my own at home.
Oh, you was already grown?
I've been grown.
Oh. I've been grown. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. Anybody else? Sophomores, juniors? How is it have, coming back to school? Has the campus changed any? Yeah, just scoot it on over. Yeah. Get on in there. Let's love each other. Kumbaya.
Could you reiterate the question one more time?
Reiterate. He's college educated. He said reiterate. All right, cool. I'm just saying. So you said you're a sophomore, right?
Junior.
Okay, so you've been here for 3 years now.
3 years. Yeah.
So how has the campus changed for you?
I guess you could say the campus has changed in a way of like, with more programs and I guess more things to do on campus. When I first got here as a freshman, there wasn't too many things to do other than just like go to the pool room or maybe just meet up outside somewhere, play Pokemon or something like that. But now,
time out.
Like
Pokemon?
Like the Pokemon Go game.
Oh,
like it was popular at the time when I
thought
first got into
you was
school.
playing with the cards.
But it was like, as time went on, like, and all these different organizations and programs kind of started churning out events and things, it really got to a place where it was something to do almost every single day and some new people to meet, and it really was just a way to kind of interact with people on campus. So I think that's the biggest difference that I've seen, and also just I guess you could say the faculty have also been a lot more open since I've been here as a freshman now compared to being a junior.
Okay, cool. Jalen, what about you, man?
It's very interesting. A lot of things changes over the years. I am a junior standing right now at Wayne State. As you can see, as Demarius said earlier, the faculty is a little bit more open now, but each year is a different year. Everything changes. There's new protocol that we have to go by, and I think it's just more of a adjustment that you have to make every year. Every year brings forth a new challenge. So your freshman year might start off as kind of easy, doing prereq courses or whatnot, and then now you go into your sophomore or junior year, and now you into your core classes and stuff like that. That's a little bit more tougher. So just being able to adjust as the years go by is very important, here at Wayne State.
Okay. So what have you all done so far? Like, what have we done on campus? Like I said, we've been here for a month. Y'all have done something. Somebody done something, right? No?
Okay, well, I went to a couple parties,
Who part? Was it regular school? Was it regular parties or somebody threw these parties? Who threw these parties?
The Sigmas threw a couple parties.
Just say Sigma throw some parties? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little biased. Yo, Bob.
Say that.
Oh, okay, so the Sigmas threw a couple parties, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. It was okay. All right, that's cool. Anything else?
Not really.
I mean, I'm looking at like the event calendar, and this stuff going on every day, and y'all telling me y'all ain't did nothing?
I went to this build a resume.
Did you get your resume built?
Kinda yet.
How you kinda get it?
I mean, my resume was pretty up to date because I have a job, so I keep it up to date.
Excuse me. All right. Okay.
I told you I was grown.
No. Okay. Where you working at?
I was actually working here in the Student Center building.
Oh.
Floor. Come visit me, y'all.
You on what floor?
The 4th floor.
The 4th floor. What you do over there?
Nothing.
Nothing. There's your tax dollars going right there.
So to touch on that Build a Resume event, actually members of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity threw that event as we collab with APSO, African American Psychology Student Organization.
Okay, humble brag. Okay.
Actually we have a few people in here that actually came to the meeting and basically just gave them tips on the do's and don'ts when building a resume, and also trying to appeal to the person that's interviewing for a job. So we challenge a lot of students to come out to these educational events because what they see is a lot of party, or what they look for is a lot of party type of events, but they shy away from events that can actually teach them something and better their future. So that is one of the goals that I know members of my fraternity is trying to aim to get more students, especially young freshmen and sophomores, to get out to these educational events so they can learn more about how to become an adult.
Okay. All right, since you all about helping everybody become an adult, what did you all do for the primaries that just passed? Did you all do like a get out and vote? Oh, did you turn away? Oh, turned away. Oh, no get out and vote. Oh, okay. So that's something we need to make sure we do next time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. All right, cool. All right, Miss Delta Sigma Theta, you kind of quiet over there. How's you been here? You know what I'm saying? You've been here. How is campus life? What's going on? Let me ask you a question. So the time that you've been here, how have you seen the campus grow? Like, what have been the ups and the downs for you?
Well, I guess I'll say, personally, I am not from Michigan, so I did see a different side of Wayne State. Like when I came in as a freshman, it was definitely still very much so a commuter-based campus.
Okay.
And I feel like administration as well as different organizations on campus are trying to work to make it a more open environment for people to feel welcome and able to stay and participate in different activities or events that they have. So I think they are really trying to move away from the commuter side because people are wanting to stay on campus and they want more to do.
Yeah, I just saw that new. How many floors is that new dorm, or is that an apartment right here?
It's apartment. Oh yeah.
It's an apartment. How many floors is that? It's already open. It's already open. And you stay in there? Oh, okay. Tell me something about it. How is it? Did y'all tear it up yet? Because we tore it up when I was here. When the towers first opened, we tore it up.
Not yet. They're pretty nice. There were a lot of issues though since it's a new building.
I can get that.
People's doors weren't working. The locks weren't working.
Was they like cold?
Like it would lock you out. Your card wouldn't work to get you in.
Oh,
So
y'all have to
mine
use-
just started working last week.
You have to use the one card to get in. Oh, okay. All right, cool. So, but you like it though?
Yeah, it's nice to have my own space, so I like that. I don't like living.
Is it
with
set up like the
people.
towers is?
Some of them are,
Oh,
but
okay.
I have a single, so I have a one
Oh,
bedroom.
they have
but there's,
singles.
There's studios, there's singles, and there's 4 bedrooms.
Oh, you real bougie. Okay, she got a single. And you were what? You said you were a sophomore?
Sophomore.
Oh, sophomore with a single. That costs a lot of money. That's a whole lot of refund shit. Okay, all right, cool. So I hear you all got the what's that? Yard show coming up? Y'all ready for that? You ain't even gonna be at the yard show. How you gonna grab the mic?
Okay, so first, what y'all have here is the current fraternity of the year and current sorority of the year. We do have the yard show coming up tomorrow at 11:30. Roll call will be done at 11:30, and the show will get started at midnight. It's a Wayne State tradition. We are the only campus to have a yard show at midnight, to my knowledge. It's just a way to, basically tell the students a little bit about your org. It gets very competitive, yes, I know, but at the end of the day, the goal is to, let the students know and build interest off of this show. Let people be aware of what you do on campus. And it's not all about, just stepping and strolling. So this gives us the opportunity to basically, tell what we've done and what we have done and what we will do for the year coming up.
Okay. All right. Ms. Delta Sigma 30, are y'all gonna be in the yard show?
The Deltas will be in the yard show tomorrow, so please come and watch us.
Okay. All right.
We're here to reclaim the yard runner throne.
Yard running
So just
throne.
to let y'all know,
Just to
we will
let
be
y'all
there
know.
in attendance.
That's on live GI page.
Y'all put it on
You
live.
heard what I said. I said what I said.
Said what I said. Sorry, not sorry. All right, cool. All right, so back to just the campus in whole, like in its entirety. What would you all like to see that you don't see? Like, so this is a platform to tell the administration, tell the faculty, like some things that can make campus life better for you all. Crickets. Campus life in general.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so I do want to say, I am about to graduate in December, so I am currently applying for graduate master's programs.
Okay.
So as a graduating senior, I feel that it would be nice to see more platforms that would be open to students to help them prepare to move on to their master's programs. So whether that be how to properly prepare for the tests, the entrance exams that it takes to get in there, like the LSAT, the GRE, MCAT, things like that, like those would be really beneficial. Those are things that are really not here for us.
Okay.
And especially like as students of color, I feel like we need the opportunity to really get a seat in those classes, in those master's programs, and having those types of platforms would be really beneficial, I think.
Okay, so let me charge you with something.
Okay.
With you being a member of an organization, why don't you make that your notion this semester to reach out to those? Because I'm sure there are different organizations in different areas or companies or things of that nature that allow that tutoring or that assistance, that help, and you all and the Sigmas can get together and put together some type of platform workshop and start offering that.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, see how that works?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
Let's
look
talk
at
about
that.
it, Jalen.
Look at that.
We're going to get on it.
You should. Yeah, see? And this is the place where you can do that. One of the best things about college life is that you have a platform and a lot of different avenues to take whatever is in your mind and possibly make it grow. So that's one of the benefits of being an organization. I think before we started the show, I heard someone asking, like, how did you come to the conclusion that what you want to do? And that's just kind of much what it is. When you're trying to figure out what you want to do, if you decide you want to join an organization, whether it be social organization, business organization, education, whatever the case may be, you just go around and you see what they're doing and you see how you can more so enhance your life and enhance that organization through whatever ideas that you may or may not have. So that's cool. Okay, anything else? Like, since you're a freshman, you just got here. I mean, I know you had some notion of what college life would be like. Has it lived up to your expectations? You right here. You.
Um, so far it has lived up to my expectations.
How you like the cafeteria? Is it good?
It's okay. It's not like bad, but it's fine. It's okay. Now it's whatever.
It's whatever.
But as far as like to what I want to see more of, like more, I don't know, like reaching out more to the underclassmen. I know it's a lot like they'll put out there like y'all come do this, and then it's like I don't know, it's just not really reaching. I don't know. I just haven't been at events where like underclassmen are taken under the wing and like they'll help you around or they help you.
Elaborate on that. Take you under the wing. Like, what would be your best situation? Like, so you went. Say you went to an event. Let's say you went to the Sigma's resume event. What would have been the best circumstance for you? How would that have been the best situation for you being a freshman?
I did attend the event.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe like get connection with someone that's in the same major as me, or have like.
Okay.
I know they have programs here for people of color, but like I just haven't.
So basically, more so like help bridge that gap. Like,
yeah.
If like what are you going to school for?
Criminal justice, but on the pre-law track.
Pre-law track. Okay, cool. So you want to be a lawyer?
Yes.
All right, cool. So basically, for someone like Jalen has been here for a while and also been a member of an organization, like you would like to see an event where they can pair you up with someone that can possibly help you and or mentor you along this process.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Look at that. That's another thing, another program. Your schedule is going to be busy, brother. It's going to be real busy. All right, cool. Okay, cool. What about you, sir? You've been here for a while. Kind of quiet. I'm putting you to sleep. Are you in the organization?
Yeah, I actually.
Y'all holding out. Oh, what organization?
You guys ain't here because y'all are part of organization.
Oh man, y'all holding out.
Started his own organization.
Oh, Shy brother.
Last year, myself and a few of my peers, we had decided to come together and basically, to kind of give you the backdrop on the story, there was a program, more or less a learning community on campus called The Network, where they basically had kind of did some recruiting of like all like incoming male freshmen that were undergraduates that were minors, and basically kind of put us together in a group, and we went through these like workshops where we learned about how to balance our time and how to like basically conduct ourselves as college students, as black males on campus, and also just recurring issues that happen with black males on college campuses. And basically like we had kind of came together, me and my friends, and kind of came with the idea that like it was fine what they were doing, and it was conducive to us because it allowed us to understand new things about being a college student and being like just a black man in general. But we felt that it was needed to take a step forward and take the initiative to kind of come up with our own organization. So we came up with the Brotherhood, and the Brotherhood is basically an organization that focuses on bringing together minority males on campus that are undergraduates that want to be better academically, better socially, and also just with like professional tracks and getting connections. So basically, what we did is we decided to come together, and our three kind of, I guess you could say, our tracks is just really focusing on like mentorship and just empowering each other, and also just like central, I guess you could say, connections and relationships. So the type of events that we hold, we do monthly poetry nights, like Let's Rap.
So let's pause.
Okay.
What's the name of the organization?
The Brotherhood.
Okay, let's drop that first. Okay, the Brotherhood.
Yeah, the Brotherhood.
Okay, cool.
WSU Brotherhood. Add us on, follow us on Instagram.
Okay.
But
WSU.
WSU _Brotherhood on
Okay.
Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yep, and
Okay.
our motto is a catalyst for the culture, and basically what that means is that
Slow it down one more time.
okay, a catalyst for the culture.
Okay.
So what that basically means and entails is that as young men on our campuses, when we go into our classrooms, when we go into our different social capacities, what we try to do is to be a catalyst because, well, a catalyst basically means someone that's like a supercharged, something that's like a difference maker, kind of like the catalyst of something like in a chemical experiment. The catalyst would be the kind of thing that would kind of make the thing its thing, I guess you could say.
So you're a biology major?
Not a biology major, but just like just a catalyst. So basically, when we go into these places, except for just being the average person in the room, be the most outstanding person in that room. So when we go into these different areas, that's what we try to do, and especially with our events, we try to make sure that we do the best that we can with what we know and the resources that we have. So a few of our events that we host on campus, we do monthly poetry nights. Let's Rap is actually in the basement. We do we have 2 meetings per month where we kind of talk about, it could be a variation of topics. It goes from things like men's hygiene as far as like from like of course personal hygiene, but also just social etiquette and how to really carry yourself on social media, how to carry yourself when it comes to professionals, and also just like when it comes to carrying yourself when it comes to interpersonal relationships, whether it be with women, whether it be with men, whatever type of thing that could basically go on. We can focus on things as far as just like, you know, making sure study habits are in place, time management workshops, kind of anything under the sun. We work really closely with the Office of Multicultural Student Engagement, OMSI, on the 7th floor of the Student Center.
That's where you are located, or that's
No,
the
that's
office?
where OMSI is located, but that's who we
OMSI,
work closely
okay.
with.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. I like that. What about you, young lady? What's your name again?
Alexis.
Okay, Alexis.
I'm on campus activities team.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
So you're a part of the people that's doing what's that Thursdays in the D tomorrow?
Yes. So we do
Okay.
that. That's some of what we do. We have a lot of different committees for all the different interests. I personally am on Warrior Pride.
Warrior Pride.
So we
Give
deal
us a
with
little bit about Warrior Pride.
we deal with like athletics, and basically our goal is just to get more students involved with the athletics and get them to support all of our teams. So me personally, I'm assistant director of football and basketball spirit.
Okay.
So like for me, I have to throw tailgates, which we have on Saturday if y'all want to come out.
Not if.
3
Tell
to
them.
6.
Tell them. Tell them
And
to
then the
come
game
out.
is at 6 o'clock, free
Okay.
admission for students. So
Okay,
make sure you
tailgate.
come out.
So how was the attendance to the football games now? Because it was terrible when I was here.
Well, I've only been here for 2 years, so
Mhm.
I don't know how it was in the past.
Mhm.
This year, it's been pretty good so far.
That's good.
Especially compared to last year.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Cool.
trying.
Tailgate this Saturday, 3 to 6.
yes,
And-
and we'll be having things to tie-dye shirts.
Okay.
We will be supplying the shirts too. We'll have a DJ,
Okay.
veggie burgers, hot dogs.
Veggie
so,
burgers. Look at that.
Yeah.
They doing everything for everybody. All right, cool. Any other organizations in here? No. All right, cool. All right, so let's switch gears a little bit. So you told me what you all would like to see. Let's get. What do you all are in school for? Let's go that route.
Okay, I'm a criminal justice and a psychology major.
Explain how you came up with that.
Hi, what?
How you came up with that? What made you want to do that?
I don't know. Like, okay, so when I first applied for Wayne State, my major actually was supposed to be business, like administrator, like
Mhm.
finance and stuff like that. But taking the classes in high school, like as my electives, it didn't interest me for real. Like
Okay.
it was just like what my mom did, and I was like, oh, her job seems pretty cool. Let me do that. But I don't know, taking the electives like my senior year, it really was boring. So I wanted to do something like I had a passion for,
Okay.
and I had a passion for, like becoming a lawyer. I don't know. That was
You
kind of
like to argue?
yeah, I'm really good at arguing. I
Oh,
normally win. Like
You've argued with her before?
No,
Oh, you was waiting. I was about to say like, dang. He like, yeah. He like, yeah, man. You know, she got me. You know, I couldn't do
yeah,
nothing
so
about
like
it.
my 12th grade year, I had joined the debate team at my high school,
Mhm.
and I was like really good at it.
Okay.
Went to regionals and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I was up there.
Okay. Excuse me. All right.
So
Okay. What you in school for?
Oh,
Oh, you already said criminal justice,
yeah,
right?
criminal justice.
What you plan to do with it?
I would like to go to law school.
So y'all gonna be roommates? Y'all going to the same law school?
Sure.
Ooh, look at that. Besties. Besties.
Yeah, I want to become a medical attorney.
A medical attorney.
Yeah,
So defend the little people or defend the big companies?
hopefully defend the big companies.
Oh, you want that real money. You want that long bread.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm going to get your information because I may need a loan afterwards because I'm still paying these student loans off. So, yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. It's real. Yeah, what how David say? Real. It's real. Yeah. I am baffled at these statements that come in every month.
My major is sports administration. What I basically plan to do with it is I want to eventually be a part of like a front office for a pro sports team, whether it be football, basketball, or NCAA, be like an athletic director or something like that. The reason why I really want to do that is because just my whole life, sports has been like a really key centerpiece as far as it's like kind of like my upbringing. I'm not in the sense of like just structure, but it really taught me a lot of valuable lessons throughout life. So that's something that I really want to instill with people that look like me and actually have the same talents as I do, and basically put people in the best positions for them to be like, I guess you say in the best athletic sense, to be productive and successful in society outside of sports.
What did you play?
I played in high school. I played football. I played football for, I want to say, since I was like from like 6 until I was about 17.
And you're not playing now?
I'm not playing now. I had some type of connection with Wayne State as far as with recruitment, but then due to some injuries and just some other stuff that had happened,
Yeah.
I had kind of fell off. But it was still a passion to me, so it's something that I'm really going to strive for. And really, as I start to learn more about sports and about the knowledge behind sports and what really goes into it, and also the different morals and values, it's something that's really interesting to me.
So those injuries are like permanently didn't took you out?
Oh, they didn't like permanently take me out, but it was just like at the time with like me kind of transitioning out of high school and like knowing how many things I needed to do in order to, I guess you could say, put myself in a position to be like on the football team and get a scholarship and things like that. I kind of weighed my options and I talked to my family about it, and I just felt like, you know, focusing on school and really like getting my academics right. Even though like the different pros and cons and benefits of the thing, I just feel like I needed to focus on school, so I went to school.
Man, he's still a champion. He won intramural flag football.
I did win the flag
championship
football
last year.
championship last year. Yeah.
Your team or just you by
My
yourself?
team, my team.
Okay, I was about to say, like, it was just you. You like amazing if it was just you by yourself. You against 12 people and you won. Like, all right, what about you?
My major is in communication sciences and disorders, and then I have a minor in psychology.
Jesus.
And
like,
I want to deal with autistic kids.
That's amazing.
And teaching them how to communicate better.
That's amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What about you, sir?
I'm a criminal justice major, minor in business finance. What inspired me to be a criminal justice major is I had an uncle who eventually, you know, he was kind of like my granddad in a sense because I grew up without knowing my grandfather because he passed away.
Okay.
And you know, he was one of the
Sorry to hear
few that had a career, an actual career, and that was being a police officer. So he was very successful at that, and then he eventually like retired and stuff. So before he retired, that just inspired to me to pursue that career because, like I said, he was that role model for me growing up. He ended up retiring. Now he's the head security at Detroit Lions. So now
wow.
we travel to all their games. He goes to London with them and stuff like that, and he's responsible to make sure the players are intact and not get into trouble and stuff like that. He works at the headquarters. It's a really dope job. So yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
VST.
She over there trying to stay away from the mic.
I was
She over there getting ready for the show. Like, okay, I can get the step. It's right here.
That's hilarious. I'm a speech pathology major with concentration in head and brain trauma.
Wow. Okay. So you're going to teach people how to speak after major accidents?
That's what I would like to do.
Okay.
I would like to do.
No, that's what you're going to do.
Yes.
Right. Okay. That's what you're going to do. All right,
yes,
cool.
that's what I'm planning on doing.
Okay.
At this point, I guess my motivation for that was kind of a long story, but to sum it up, I just had someone close to me who passed away from a traumatic brain injury, and I always kind of wanted to know, like, if there had been more people who understood like the basic behind the scenes like neuroscience of it, would she have had a better chance at making it out? So
typically that's how we come to the decisions of what we want to do. Something happens and it's like, oh yeah, I need to figure out how to fix this, and it becomes a passion. So I commend you for that. That's cool. All right, so now we get off the heavy stuff. How many of you all are on social media? Everybody? Everybody on social media? Everybody? Now all of you not on social media? Oh, you are? Okay. Let me ask you a question about social media. Does it like control your life? Do you feel like you have to post everything? So I'm guessing that's a no. She grabbed the mic quick, like,
No, I don't feel like I should post everything. I just really don't like everybody in my business, for real. So, like, when I go to a party, like, if I go to a party, I might post, like, who I'm going with. Like, look, my friend right here.
You and Bestie?
Me and Bestie. But I'm not going to post, like...
What you ate this morning?
I'm not going to post, like, what we be doing at the party. Like, you know, it's just... It's weird for everybody to be in your business like that.
You know, it's funny when people, you know, post everything and then get offended. Well, not even. They get offended when somebody have an opinion. You put it out there for the world. How would you be mad after I voiced my opinion on something you told me about? Like, that just makes no sense to me.
Private life is the best life.
Okay. What about you? How you feel about social media,
Um,
especially being on campus? Like, how does that? Because we didn't have that type of social media when I was here. So like, anything that happens is immediately and readily available for everyone as soon as it happens. Like, so how does that make you feel? Like, how does it?
Personally, I wasn't really a social media person like at all. Like I really only have a Snapchat, and that's literally all I use.
Because it disappeared?
No, no, it's just I haven't been like I don't know. It's just like I never wanted to get like Instagram or Facebook, like none of that. I just it never caught my interest. But like now that I have a Snapchat, like being on campus, I'll post like different events that's going on, or I'll be like, and not like all the time though. Like I'll just post like me basically just being in college, but then everybody's like, oh, that seems cool, or like it's just making the school look better. Or people like, oh, I didn't know Wayne was all like this, or I didn't know Wayne was this diverse. I didn't know this was jumping at Wayne. Like I didn't know none of this, and then it's like a lot of people that's interested in Wayne now because.
Oh, so you're an advocate for Wayne now? You just
Sure.
you just
Yeah,
put him
you
on the
can say
map.
that.
Oh, okay. All right. You just tell them to pay you. You know, you just tell them to pay you.
I know.
You know, people
I'm
get
gonna
paid
have
for
to
being.
figure out
You
who
know,
I talk to about
and
that.
you know, you're an ambassador now. If you gonna bring in about 200-300 people, you know, you might should get paid for that. What about you, sir? Cut a little something on the back end of their tuition. You know?
As far as my thoughts on social media, it's interesting to me because like the pro of it is that you have the ability and opportunity to really connect with anybody. I guess you say in the world at any point in time, but like the con or the backside is like one, it's invasive. Like everybody's kind of in your business as far as just like it's kind of self-guided. If you just post like, yeah, I'm here, like I'm just taking a picture at like this certain party or I'm doing this certain thing, then that's fine. But I think when people try to really like everything that they do has to be posted, or I think the problem is that when someone achieves something or when someone like kind of like just feels like they need to be braggadocious about something, they go straight to social media to like flex about it. So like when people become braggadocious about it, it's like it starts this cycle of like people, I wouldn't say hating on people, but everybody starts to get like, I think it's like a thing of just like jealousy and like people start to feel like I have to be like this or I have to do this thing in order for me to be competent or for me to like, you know, be able to post stuff. So it's like, for example, like us being students in Midtown Detroit, let's say that someone posts like a picture like, oh, I just got like some buffs or something like that. Ooh, like, okay, I got the buff. So then it's like somebody, you know, like his man's gonna be commenting like, you know, oh, you crispy, whoopty woo. Like, man, you like, where my, you know, like, so love, like that, whoopty. All of that stuff. But then it's gonna be somebody behind the scenes is like, man, he really got those glasses. Like, that's making me angry. And it's like, you know, eventually, like, one thing could lead to another. You never know, that person gets shot, that person can be found, or like something like that. And it's just like, that's like a small instance where that actually is a real thing, but it's just the fact that like us, like people posting about like stuff that they have and like just trying to basically, I think they're misusing it as far as just like spreading information and like showing themselves love and gloat. So
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Oh, thanks. I'm on social media all the time. I have all the different platforms and everything, and I post all the time. For me, it's not a matter of like posting my business necessarily, but it's like I lived in Saginaw before here. So, Sag nasty. So, the difference between Detroit and Saginaw is huge. Anybody from Saginaw would be able to tell you that. So, for me, I kind of post it as like, look what I'm doing. Like, I'm out of Saginaw, I'm doing this. Because when I'm home, I don't do anything. So, that's kind of what I use social media for. But I do think a lot of people put their business out there on social media, and they really shouldn't. I'm not one of them, though, so.
Yeah, so the reason I asked is because it seems to me like social media has made people not numb, but they don't think reality is reality anymore. Like I'm sure you all have seen the different things, like the young lady that had the children smoking on social media and they thought it was cool, posted it, and then was surprised when she got arrested. Or the young dude that just recently spit in somebody's food.
Yeah.
And
Comerica Park.
yeah, supposedly, dang, he's just going down Comerica Park like that. Dang.
Hey, y'all gotta do better.
Dang. But he spent somebody's food, and you know, they posted that, and you didn't think nothing was gonna happen. Like you'll see people like he was saying, what's your name again? Demarius. Like Demarius was saying, if I get something and it's of a large monetary value and I post it, and someone else sees it and they're jealous of it. Now, if I'm just trying to live my best life, as you all say, they can follow where I am and come get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then be upset when somebody come get it.
Yeah, like, but it shouldn't be that way.
Everything don't have to be posted, though.
Yeah. I don't post everything.
I just wanted to touch on something. As far as the whole social media goes, I think it really just comes down to who can tell the best story. Just like the whole situation with the I believe it was Popeyes or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think she really did that. But, I mean, it's good that she did it because she notified a lot of people in that area that, this is an unsanitary restaurant. But, the way she went about it, laughing, giggling, it was like she had a story she had a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like social media is just all this big platform just for attention. A lot of people have taken away from posting. You have some people that post about their personal lives, but then, you know what I'm saying, you see a lot of things on social media that's either A, funny, or B, finna make the news, or C, embarrassing to somebody. And it's crazy now. So that's just something people got to watch. We just had a whole event where people were saying, like, people go through your social media to see if you're professional or not.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to keep that in mind.
So just, I guess, to touch on the pitfalls of social media again. Like, you made a very good comment. Like, people, employers will type your name into Google and see what pops up, whether it be Facebook, Instagram. I mean, Snapchat does kind of disappear, but Twitter, like, this stuff, once you put it onto the internet, it belongs to the internet. It's not coming down. Like, somebody screenshotted it, somebody recorded it. Someone has that information, and it belongs to the internet now. You may have deleted it, but someone else has it.
They so quick with it.
Like,
they so quick with it, I'm telling you.
And then the technology makes it even more savvy because now iPhone has screen record. Like, I can immediately, while you're doing something, hit screen record, and I got 30 seconds of recording my screen as you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. Like, and then you say, "Oh, my bad." You take it down, but I got it. You thought it was your bad, but I got it.
Back up.
So yeah, it's crazy. Right then, I done posted it and reposted it, and it's all over the place. But but there are some pitfalls to social media. But social media has a lot of positive aspects. A lot of you all are in organizations. It's a way for you to touch the masses very quickly. It's a way for you to communicate with family, that you haven't seen in a while or not able to see because of distance and things of that nature. So it has its purpose, but I guess one of the biggest things that I'm trying to convey is that we have to do better. We have to do better in the use of it because it's getting out of control. I got to a point where when I woke up, the first thing I did was check my social media. Like, I probably didn't post nothing or whatever, but I'd had to see who hit me back, what was going on. And for a long time, I had none of these platforms, none of them. And I eventually started getting them because I was promoting, like when I was in school here, I was promoting stuff that we were doing. Then, for work, I would promote different things and so on and so forth. And then it became something as I travel, let me post this picture or let me do this. And now from traveling, now it's, I'm with my nephews. Now it's, I just bought a car. Now it's, it's crazy because we're always plugged in. And one thing I did one time, I said, what I'm going to do is every moment that I want to jump on social media, I'm going to go into my email and I'm going to clean it out. I guarantee a lot of people have thousands of emails in their email address that they need to clean out. It's like you can't even find some stuff sometimes because there's so much BS inside of your email, account, what I'm saying, so on and so forth. So I was just doing different stuff like that. Legitimately in 2 days, I was able to clean out like 20,000 pieces of mail. For the small moments I was stopping, instead of getting on social media, I would just go in there and start deleting stuff. I was able to clean out 20,000 pieces of mail in like 2 days. So that just shows how much I was getting on it because it wasn't like I was always doing something. I was just seeing what was going on. So it has its pitfalls, but it does have, its positivity to it, and we just need to do better by it. However, it brings me to a point. What is the craziest thing that you all have seen on social media? Remember where we are, though. Is this a family show? But what is some of the craziest things? Like when you open up the screen and it's like, really, why did this person post this? So it's all that bad? Like
Yeah.
no
It's bad. It's really bad. Because you see a lot of things. As soon as you open up your TL, okay, this is the first thing you see. Oh God, you refresh. You see something different. Oh my God.
It's like you can't really like show like your mom or like your dad something because you don't know what they're gonna see. And it's like they're gonna think that like
it's you.
But it's like it's not me. It's just like something that somebody had posted. So it's kind of like it's unpredictable because like you really could just go to an app and depending on who you follow or like what type of things you follow and like something could just pop up and you'd be like, okay, let me try to get this out as soon as possible and just try to keep it pushing. But yeah.
Legitimately, I was at work and I went to go try to show something to my manager, and I opened my timeline and I'm like almost through my phone, like I'm like trying to close it up because what was on there. But luckily, my manager was cool. He just laughed. But I'm like, oh wait, that's yeah. What the customer say? Yeah, you know, just you try to deflect because you don't want to make it look like it's something that directly has something to do with you. Yeah. So yeah, that's crazy. So, but nothing that you all can safely say on the air that you all have seen is crazy, huh? All right, well, we'll segue from that. So, does anybody have anything going on? I know you all are in different organizations. Sigma's got anything coming up right now?
We actually do. This Friday, we will have the official Wayne State Icebreaker. We are collabing with College Town Incorporate. It will be here at the Magic Stick right there located on Woodward. It's literally like 5 minutes away from campus. Some people can literally walk if they want to. But it's gonna be a great turnout. A lot of people have been buying tickets and stuff like that. Tickets are almost sold out at this moment. I suggest you try to call somebody on campus that has discounted tickets because even online their tickets are starting to go up. Furthermore,
do you have tickets?
I sold out of tickets.
Oh,
okay. Furthermore, our Sigma week will be the week of October 29th through November 2nd. We do have that we bring it back as Beast Mode Stroll Off competition, one of the highly, if not the most highly anticipated stroll off in the state of Michigan. Very competitive, and we definitely will have it here in our backyard, Wayne State University in the Community Arts Building, followed by an after party at St. Andrews, free of cost for everybody.
Oh, y'all get free parties now. free. It's a party. Okay. DST, y'all got anything coming up? No? Y'all just chilling? Huh? No? All right. I'm going to need y'all to get something going on. All right? Like the school year has already started. I'm gonna need a calendar, something.
Also, we will be doing the MPHC will be doing the official homecoming tailgate for the homecoming tailgate game. That is coming up. I believe it's October 20th. October 20th. So we will be doing the official tailgate.
Okay. Wayne activities. What you got coming up?
This Thursday. Wait, is that tomorrow? Thursday is tomorrow. Tomorrow we have shuttles that are going from Dunkin' Donuts and taking students to the Universal Circus. If anyone's interested in that, and you'll be back in time to watch the yard show still. Doesn't go that late. Like I said, Saturday is the tailgate and the game. Homecoming tailgate and game also. We will have a haunted house there. We'll have face painting. We'll have a lot of other things too. So make sure you guys come out.
All right. You trying to see your calendar? You know what y'all got going on? You supposed to know off the top of your head, man. Oh, you gotta get the chat. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So while he's looking that up, so what else I want to talk to you all about? So we talked about what? What you gotta go? All right. Cool. You ain't gotta tap him though. I'm just.
We have an MPAC.
Oh, yeah, MPAC. Oh, okay.
We got a grace period, right? 9:05.
I mean, if y'all gotta go, y'all can go. That's cool.
Okay.
All right, we'll see ya. So if y'all wanna drop your name and drop your social media content.
I want to let y'all know I am Jalen, the president of the Gamma Iota chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. We are the people's champ. We are here for the students to give them everything they want. You can follow our chapter page at Gamma Iota Sigmas on Instagram. You can follow me, Legendary, with 2 Y's at the end, 4 underscores.
That's a real big name, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Legendary.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What makes you legendary? You like 10 years old, are you? Legendary.
Yeah, I put in a lot of work.
Okay.
I take
I'll
pride
be
into
the judge of that.
giving back to the campus. You know, you can check the resume so far. Also, we do have an orchid ball on the 27th of October, so if you want to dress up, we will have orchid ball tickets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm $75. I don't know if anybody want to pay for that.
Hey,
I
it's
mean,
a great event.
Y'all got long money though, you know, staying in townhouses and stuff. Yeah.
Nah, man, just trying to get through.
Yeah.
But yeah, follow me on Snapchat, Legendary.
You just
One.
legendary everywhere, huh?
Yes, sir. That's the name.
Okay.
Hashtag the People's Champ. We've been going viral. We also have a video dropping tomorrow with Nisha Nashay. So stay tuned for that video drop. It's
Who
gonna
got a
be
video?
great. My chapter.
Y'all got a video.
Yeah,
with
but,
Nisha Nashay?
have a video. She reached out to us to be in a video.
Oh,
So we've been getting a lot of calls, do this, do that. Also, we got a call to go to Michigan State on October 6th to their homecoming, as Jeezy will be having a concert there, and they reached out to us to actually go to the concert for free, and also doing a roll call on stage while Jeezy performs. So a lot of things have been presented to the Gamma Iota chapter, so we just trying to stay on top of everything and hold on to that People's Champ moniker.
Okay. All right. Miss DSC, you want to give your name and your information before you leave?
Okay. Thank you for having me on the show today. You can follow the TAW chapter is at TAW DST on Instagram. I don't really be on Instagram, so there's really no point in
Don't
following
nobody
me.
need to follow you?
No,
All right,
you don't
cool.
have to follow me because I'm not on there.
Okay.
But please follow my chapter page. We post all of our upcoming events, anything that we're doing. So
Okay.
that's where you'll hear it first.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, well, we only got a couple more minutes left in the show. Ask the people that are still here that's not leaving our route. I will say. That's not leaving up out of here. So pretty much just to wrap up, if you could, if this was your opportunity to say anything about the campus life or just what's going on in general, what would you say? If you had to, if this was your opportunity that you could change anything about the situation here in Wayne State to make it better, what would you say? What would be your final thought?
Y'all could do a little better in the cafeteria. More options. Food.
Talking to the mic.
Sorry. Y'all could do a little better in the cafeteria.
Like, what would you want to see in the cafeteria?
You
don't even know what you want. How you gonna say somebody can do better?
Y'all throw a little cheesecake factory up in there.
Wow. All right. Yeah. Next person. She said
I'm
Cheesecake
serious.
Factory. It's like $30 a plate. She wants Cheesecake Factory.
Wayne State got it.
Wow. Right. She's talking about Cheesecake Factory. You barely got Wingstop upstairs. Talking about Cheesecake Factory. Terrible.
I don't really know. What's the question? One more time.
Just your final thought, like
On
just,
Wayne,
yeah,
like in
on Wayne
general?
State. Yeah. Final thought.
Final thought.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great school. You should come here.
Look at that. All right. Cool. Before because we don't got too much time, let me get your name again and any type of social media if you want people to follow you.
Okay, my name is Alexis. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at juss.lexi. That's just Lexi. And y'all can add me on Snapchat at juss.lexi. So, yeah, go ahead and do that.
All right, cool.
I'm Kendra. You can follow me on Snapchat at Kendra, KENDRA LEIGH _00. That's pretty much it.
Do your final thought.
Final thoughts. Wayne State is a good school. One wish, I guess you could say, is that maybe the BFA, Black Faculty Association, connects more with students on campus, especially students of color, of course. I know they had like 2 events last year where there was like a meet and greet and a seminar, but I wish there was more events on campus as far as just them with networking with students on campus. So that's something that I really want. Social media, not really on social media. I mean, you can follow me.
You're not on social media?
Not on social media.
Wow.
You can follow me. I guess you could. Well, the only thing, Snapchat. You can add me on Snapchat at D987. And follow WSU_Brotherhood. We got big things coming. Oh, well, I couldn't find the full year calendar for the rest of the semester, but we are going to be at the tailgate this upcoming Saturday, and we also will be at the Detroit Boxing Gym this upcoming Tuesday from 5 to 7, giving back to the community. So,
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay. Final thoughts on Wayne State. I would say the experience is what you make of it. So if you don't do anything and you don't really get involved, don't really go out to anything, you're not going to have fun. If you go out to all the events that are offered to you, you'll probably have fun. And if you want change, you just make change. Like, you do things on your own, like Demarius said. But, yeah, that's final thoughts. I personally love Wayne. I've made the best of it, so, yeah. My name was also Alexis. You guys can follow me on Instagram, ALEXIS_RENE07, or you could add me on Snapchat, ALEXIS.RENE07. And you can also follow Campus Activities team at Campus Activities.
Okay, great. Okay, we got one more final thought. Get that? All right, it's heavy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, if y'all looking for icebreaker tickets, I got a couple left. So.
Oh, you got tickets on deck too, huh?
Yeah, I just got a couple. I got like 4 left, maybe.
That's more than a couple, but it's cool. All right. I'm just playing.
I got 4 left, I think. But yeah, so follow me on Instagram to get with me on campus to buy y'all tickets. They $15. The tickets on the website I think are like $30. So you might want to go ahead and take. Yeah, you might want to find me.
Need you up. Okay. All right, cool. Well, I want to first I want to thank you all for coming out to my first show here on location at Wayne State University. This has been the Culture Cure. Just to wrap it up, like, this is where we're going to talk about the positivity, what's going on in and around the city, the state, the country, the world, and we're going to keep it positive. We're not going to let the negativity that's around us bring us down, because we are up on the move. We got a lot of stuff going on in the city. We'll probably talk about that next time. Once again, my name is Jay Liggs. That is at Jay Liggs, JayLiggs. Yes. Yep. With all the neck right there. Follow me. Yeah. And you can follow the show at the Culture Cure Show on all social media platforms. And this has been the Culture Cure. I appreciate you all coming out. I appreciate your time. And that's my time, y'all.